Good morning. I wanted to go over what you're going to be getting in your Saint order. You got a palette similar to this. It's going to be a little bit shorter, but you did get the double, and it'll hold 8 large tins or more of the smaller. So what you got in your palette was you got your main highlight, you got your brightening highlight, you got your bronzer because you didn't want to do the contour, but we'll go over that in a minute. You also got 2 lip and cheeks. These are not your colors. You got nude and you got pop. You also got drift as your eyeshadow, and then you ended up getting Goldie. This is not Goldie, but you got Goldie as your powder illuminator. So let's get started. I like to start with the lighter highlight, and yours is white peach. And remember, these are magnetic, and you'll put them in there and then they'll stick. And you also got a 3D brush. So I'm going to start with the smaller end of the 3D brush, and I like to use the lighter one. Okay, and I like to put it around my eye, between my eyebrows. Okay. And you can use it as your eyeshadow primer if you want. I already put my eyeshadow on, so I won't be using it as that. And I like to get it right above my eyebrow. And that's just to start the 3-dimensional look in your face. I'm going to go back in there and do the other one. And remember, if you get too much on, you can always use your beauty blender. We call it ours a perfector sponge. Can use that to kind of get that excess off. And I do cover my nose a little bit. All right, I have it all blended in. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the darker and use the bigger end. So yours was candlelit, and I just start covering my face where I don't have the lighter one. My color's a little different than yours, and I'm going to go down my neck a little bit because I have a little discoloration there, and this helps level that out. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead. Okay. And you just kind of blend it to what you like and how much coverage. You can always add more, or if you put too much on, you can always blend some off. Okay, so that's step 2. Next, we're going to go ahead and do your bronzer, and you got Bella bronzer right there. It looks a little fuzzy because of the camera, but I'm going to use this end. I just kind of wiped it off, and I'm going to dip it in there. And then I'm going to start in the middle and kind of go up, just to kind of give your forehead a little bit of dimension and a little bit of like a sun-kissed glow. Okay, let's see here. And now I'm gonna do my cheeks. Don't freak out, I'm just gonna put it on and then I'll blend it in. All right. And then you can go kind of all the way across your nose with the bronzer. And see how it gives me that, not that flat face, but kind of highlights there. And then I like to put a little bit on my neck and bronze up the bottom of my neck a little bit. Okay, so that's step 3 on what you've got, and that's the front part of your palette. Next part of your palette is your lip and cheeks. So depending on what you want, you know, the pop color that you got is really red. And the nude is very, very nude. So I like to put this color. This one is, I think it's Boardwalk is what I'm using. But anyways, it's Madrid. I like to put that one on my cheeks. So I'm going to start with my cheeks. And if you want to do your nude pop, I'd be careful with because it's going to come out pretty red. And I'm going to start way back here, and then I'm just going to go in, but I'm not going to go past my pupil of my eye. And then I'm just going to kind of press it in. Get the other side. Same thing. And I'm not going really low. See how I stayed above my cheekbone? There. Okay, and next I'm going to go ahead and put my lip liner on. I have a lip liner that I'm going to use today. And then I'll fill in my lipstick. And you can do this. If you decide you want to get contour, you can contour your lips with the lip liner. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And then I like to take my lighter color that I have here and put it in the middle. All right, next we have our illuminator, which you got Georgia, which is going to be a gold, but I'm going to use this pink one, which is Photoshop. And I'm going to just tap it on here, kind of like an eyeshadow. Yeah. Do it with the other hand here. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to also kind of put it right here. Just on the very top to give a little illumination. Put it right there. And I'll go ahead and just... And I'm going to contour my nose here in a minute. I know you didn't get the contour, but I'm going to contour my nose and then I'll put it down my nose because you like to use illuminator down your nose. And then you got Drift. So Drift is a kind of a sparkly eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put it up here. I put some brown in the center of my eyelid or my creases, but I'm just going to use the Drift, and you can use any brush that you want. All right, so now I'm going to contour, which you didn't get. You're done with everything that's in your palette, but I'm going to go ahead and contour. So this is my contour here. Yours would be Stone. Let me see here. And I do like to use this flat brush when I contour. And you can contour last. You don't have to contour at the beginning. But it just kind of defines your cheekbones. And you can get that at a later time if you want. You have room in your palette for it, I believe. Okay. And then I'm going to get at the very top of my forehead. Okay. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to contour my nose. And this is good if you're going somewhere and you're going to get pictures taken. Or kind of like for evening makeup. All right. And then I'm going to get my, well, actually I'm going to use my beauty blender and just kind of tap it on there. And I did use a primer, so be careful with the dimethicone primer. I'd say because your combination skin, go ahead and try it. But if you find that the makeup's not staying like you want it to, I would get a primer that doesn't have dimethicone in it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in the middle of my nose with my lighter highlight. And now I'm going to go ahead and go down it with the illuminator. And then I'll just take this and kind of tap it in there. And then you can use whatever setting spray you want to use. I like the De-Slick by Urban Decay. It works really well. And you just let it dry. And that is your palette and your brush and all the goodies that you got. But if you have any questions, let me know.